Welcome to our channel. Today we are going to discover a brand new story, and through it we will learn many new English words. This story is calm, simple, and easy to follow, but also very exciting. In today's adventure, you will follow a narrator exploring a hidden rooftop library, a place full of books, plants, sunlight, and surprises. As the narrator walks, observes, and describes everything, you will learn words about clothes, objects, nature, and textures. Now, take a deep breath, relax, and let's go on the rooftop library adventure. I have always loved quiet places, but today I discovered something extraordinary. Early one Monday morning, I decided to explore a part of the city I had never visited before. I put on my comfortable sneakers, a light hoodie, and a cotton t-shirt. I grabbed my backpack, which had my notebook, pencil, and thermos of tea. Today I wanted to find something different, something inspiring. Walking through narrow streets, I noticed small shops I had never seen before. A tiny flower shop had bright tulips, roses, and sunflowers in front. The smell of fresh flowers made me smile. I even saw a small black cat sitting on the steps. The cat had soft fur and big green eyes. It looked at me, then walked away gracefully. Continuing, I saw an old building with a small green door. Above it, a faded wooden sign said, "Rooftop Library." I had never heard of this place before. Curiosity pushed me to open the door. Inside, narrow stairs led upward. Each step creaked. I climbed slowly, careful not to make too much noise. When I reached the rooftop, I was amazed. Sunlight flooded the area. There were rows of bookshelves, tables with chairs, and soft cushions on the floor. Small rugs were spread in different corners. I noticed a greenhouse with potted plants, flowering shrubs, and small trees. Some plants had tiny white flowers. Others had bright red leaves. I walked slowly among the bookshelves. The books came in all sizes and colors. Some covers were made of soft leather, some were bright and colorful, and some had gold letters. I picked up a book with a blue cover and felt the pages. They were smooth and delicate. I wrote the word cover in my notebook. Nearby, a wooden table had a small lamp. Its light shone gently on the books around it. I sat there and opened my notebook. I wrote words I noticed: rooftop shelves, books, cushions, rugs, greenhouse, potted plants, leaves, flowers. I also wrote clothes words because I had noticed mine: hoodie, t-shirt, sneakers. Then I found a coffee corner with a tiny counter, a coffee machine, and cups. I poured some tea from my thermos. I sat on a chair with a soft cushion, watching the city skyline. From up here, the streets looked different, calm, almost magical. I could see rooftops, cars, and small parks, but from this height, everything seemed peaceful. While exploring, I discovered a hidden ladder leading to a small platform. I climbed it carefully. On top, there was a tiny seating area with cushions and a small binocular. From here, I could see the river flowing through the city, bridges, and people jogging or walking dogs. I wrote down the word binocular in my notebook. I walked to a section of rare books. Their covers were made of leather, smooth and worn, with pages slightly yellowed. Some had gold letters. I carefully touched the books, feeling their texture. I noticed words, leather, pages, smooth, worn gold letters. I read a few sentences and felt like the books were whispering stories from the past. Then I returned to the greenhouse. I carefully touched the leaves, smelled the flowers, and even touched the bark of a small tree. I wrote new words: bark, shrubs, petals, stems, fragrance. Some flowers were soft like velvet. Others had tiny, prickly stems. I even saw a butterfly with wings, bright orange and black, resting on a lavender flower. After some hours, I sat on a wooden bench near the fountain. The fountain was made of stone, shaped like a small dragon, and water flowed from its mouth. I watched the reflections on the water. Sunlight shone on the ripples, creating dancing patterns. Words for my notebook: fountain, stone, dragon, ripples, reflection, sunlight. I explored more corners of the rooftop. There were stairs leading to a small tree house hidden in the branches of a big oak tree. I climbed carefully, noticing the textures: rough wood of the ladder, smooth wooden floor, soft cushion on a tiny chair. From the treehouse, the view was breathtaking: rooftops, gardens, streets, and distant hills. As the day passed, the light changed. Shadows moved slowly. The colors of the flowers became softer, and the water in the fountain glowed with the sunset. I walked slowly, observing every detail, feeling peaceful and inspired. I sketched the fountain, the tree house, and even the tiny rugs and cushions. Before leaving, I collected all the new words I had learned: rooftop, bookshelves, cushions, rugs, greenhouse, potted plants, leaves, flowers, fountain, treehouse, ladder, platform, binocular, bark, petals, stems, fragrance, sunlight, reflections, ripples, leather, pages, smooth, worn, gold letters. I also noted clothes, words, hoodie, t-shirts, sneakers. Walking back through the green wooden gate, I felt happy. I had discovered a secret place full of colors, smells, textures, and inspiration. I promised myself I would return soon, explore more, and write more words. This adventure taught me that even in familiar cities, hidden treasures can be found if you look carefully and notice every detail. And that is the story of my rooftop library adventure, a place nobody else had explored, full of new experiences, colors, textures, and words. Thank you for joining me on today's adventure in the rooftop library. I hope you enjoyed discovering this magical place and exploring every corner with me. Remember, this story was not just for fun. It was also a way to learn many new English words naturally. Before we finish, I have 4 questions for you. Take your time, think carefully, and write your answers in the comments below. Which new clothes words did you notice today, like the hoodie, t-shirt, or sneakers? Which words about the rooftop library, the plants, or the nature were new or interesting for you? What was your favorite part of the rooftop library adventure? Was it the greenhouse, the tree house, the fountain, or something else? Can you imagine your own secret place and describe it using the new words you learned today? Try to use words for objects, textures, and colors. I am very excited to see your answers and read about your ideas. Remember, the more you notice details and practice new words, the faster your English will improve. Every small observation, every new word helps you become more confident in English. If you liked this story, don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next adventure. Next time, we will explore another amazing place, discover more new words, and have even more fun learning English. Keep practicing, keep noticing details around you, and remember, every day can be an adventure full of learning. See you in the next story.